Alright, just before we start this video, I want to give a shout out to S Comic Maker. She's an artist, she uploads videos of art and all that stuff. Well, you'll probably know once you see her channel, so anyways, make sure to go check out her channel. Link is in the description, and yeah, enjoy the video.
Alright, what is up guys, it's your boy Gamer. Today, we're doing a top 10 favorite SML videos of the year. Or of 2019. Alright, so 2019 is almost ending, we're entering a new decade already. I can't believe it. It's already been like 10 years since we entered 2010, and I really didn't know what to expect for 2010. I was still young, but, you know, I am gonna miss this decade. I really enjoyed it. Well, half of it, but then the second half was so garbage. My life sucks now. But not as a YouTuber. As a YouTuber, I really love it. I started making the list on summer of 2019. It was hard too, but, I mean, and I was also, and there were some episodes that almost made it, but they didn't make it on this list. And there was even, and there were some episodes that was originally going to be in this number, but it was changed to switch to that number. So, yeah, let's start now. My number 10 on the spot, Bowser Jr. Learns Spanish. This video was so hilarious. What I love about this video is the stupid Spanish language that you learn. I like to call that stupid Spanish because it's not regular Spanish, it's stupid Spanish. Or I should call it the Jackie Chu Spanish. And they even go to a Mexican restaurant, which I really thought was funny. And also Felipe, or Bingo was his name. Well, I don't know what was his name, but I do remember that. God, he was hilarious. I think it was Junior that was asking how hot is the plate, but then Felipe is like, oh, Bingo was his name, and then he just left. That episode was funny, and then Cody had diarrhea. But he doesn't poop in public. What? I've seen him poop in public. Oh, that sounds weird. But in videos. Remember in the first grade series? He crapped in there and then Mr. Winkle touched him, and you know. Overall, this episode was in my number 10 of the list. It was really funny. I loved it. It was because I'm Hispanic, and and I really laughed a lot when Jackie Chu was pronouncing the words. My number 9 on the list is Black Yoshi's birthday. I really enjoyed this one. I love the jokes on Chef Pee-Pee's party. Screwball comes and you know, and he's waiting for the birthday boy to pull a balloon out of his dick. And well, and they even revealed the age where Junior just says he's 69, and then he said, "Oh shit!" But no, he's not really 69 though. Oh yeah, also Cody got him a 69 candles, and at first when I saw the video, I didn't get the joke, but now I got it now. Got freaking Cody every single time. And Screwball was funny. I love when the balloon popped. Also, some of the jokes were Black Yoshi, where I really got the references when I first saw it. Like watermelons, a watermelon piñata, watermelon cake. And then there was like I forgot what's it called, where you pull out the tail on the donkey, but instead it's seeds on the watermelon. It was I really thought it was funny. Well, when I rewatched it a couple of times. This episode was really hilarious. I'm sadly did not make it in more on my top 5, but it was still really funny. I really loved it. On my number 8 on the list, The Restraining Order. I enjoyed the hell out of this one. What I love about it is just how they keep biting Chef Pee-Pee every single time. Even Brooklyn T.I. bites him in the end, which I thought was funny. Also, one of the funniest things that I like about the episode was where they couldn't get closer to the Chef Pee-Pee. and one of my favorite things is that where Chef Pee-Pee ordered a pizza, but Brooklyn T.I. just backs up when he opens the door. When Chef Pee-Pee opens the door, Brooklyn T.I. does not trust Chef Pee-Pee because if he leaves the pizza there, he'll just steal it. But that's what Brooklyn T.I. thinks. But no, Chef Pee-Pee just leaves the money on the floor, and then Brooklyn T.I. just throws the pizza. He could have just leave it there. I laughed a lot, and then he just didn't care. He says, "Have a nice night," or something like that. I just laughed. That was funny. This happened again, but he ordered plates, or I think it was plates, and the same thing happened, and just Brooklyn T.I. just leaves like nothing happened. That was funny. I really thought this was hilarious. My number 7 on the list, Jeffy's yard sale. When it comes to Jeffy, I mean, I do like the guy, but there are times where he does it too far sometimes. But here, no, not too much far, like some of the Jeffy episodes, but this one was just so hilarious. Sadly, not the best Jeffy episode of the year, but definitely one of the best Jeffy episodes I have seen. I really enjoyed it, where Jeffy's just selling his stuffs, but he puts it higher because he doesn't want to sell his toy. He wants to get like this giant robot toy, and he just doesn't want to sell his toys. But you know, that'll help him win money, and he was selling everything he could. And then Jeffy decided to sell everything in the house. Everyone was nuts. Everyone came. They all bought almost everything. Even Screwball was there taking a couch. Tyrone, even the hobo was there just eating cheese balls. I mean, Tyrone was the funniest character of the entire episode because, God, he just couldn't stop. He just kept grabbing everything. He even bought a phone for like $10. That's so cheap. The ending, well, I kind of like it. I thought it was kind of funny when I rewatched it again, where Goodman just shows up and just pissed because Mario sold his house because everyone bought the house. Overall, this episode was really funny, but I am glad to see this episode again. And my number 6 on the list, Mr. Goodman's Baby. Another funny Goodman episode. Well, not another one on the list, but I always love seeing episodes with Goodman. You know, Goodman is my boy. I love Goodman. He's my favorite character in the entire series. Well, Obama Luigi, probably. And he fucked up because he fucked his yoga instructor, and a new baby came that looks like Goodman. You'll probably guess why I love this episode. If you don't know, well, because of Baby Goodman. Baby Goodman was so funny. He was so hilarious. He knew how to cuss. He is just a baby, and he already knows how to cuss, and also surprised that he can talk. And he sounds the same. If you haven't seen that episode, well, he literally sounds the same as Goodman. He even wanted tits. And then also Brooklyn T-Guy was drunk because Mario called him for help, and Brooklyn T-Guy was just drunk, and then they were just crying like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." Baby Goodman was the best thing of the entire episode. I always enjoy seeing Goodman. This episode is definitely worth watching. So now we're going to go to the top 5 favorite SML episodes. This is still top 10, but now let's make it to the 5 episodes that I really enjoyed this year. And my number 5 on the list, Mr. Goodman's Son. Why did I enjoy this episode? Once again, just like with Mr. Goodman's Baby, again, it's funny. And what makes it funny? Goodman's son, or Richard, that's his name. God, I remember when I saw it, I really laughed whenever Richard gives money to solve his problems. But also the worst thing about whenever Richard gives you money is that you can't spend it on the things he likes, but that's pretty much everything, as Cody says. What I just love about it is just how Richard is just throwing money. He's trying to solve the problems. He even bought Ken. Why do you want that doll? No one wants Ken, not even me. He is cursed. Spoke Ken, anyone? I also love the ending too, and also when Richard just kept throwing money to Junior and Cody when they were playing I think Monopoly or something like that. I forgot what it was, and he just tries, and I just laugh whenever we watch that. And also Richard learned a lesson, but Goodman decides to be a dick and just punish his son. Ugh, that asshole. I really love this episode. This definitely made it on my top 5 on the list. On my number 4 on the list, Bowser Jr.'s Playtime 6. Once again, another Playtime episode, and I'm glad. I checked out the past Playtime episodes, and I really enjoyed it. And of course, sometime this year, 2 episodes were removed from YouTube. I love it when Junior does the Playtime series. Why? Because they're always funny when they act like it's happening for real. You know, Junior is the dad, the drunken dad. Joseph is your average mother. Well, sort of. Well, she's a bitch. And Cody is, well, her daughter. And once again, just like the other Playtime episodes, it is funny. I love the arguments when Junior and Joseph are you know, where the dad and the mom just fights every single time, and they even mentioned They even mentioned some jokes. They also mentioned a circumcised penis, and also and Joseph asked Cody, well, the daughter, if she has a penis. Junior goes to jail because he was drunk and he stole the Batmobile. And then there's Richard, who plays as lawyer, and now he takes care of the family. And Richard just treats the family like shit. And also, one of the funniest things is that Junior is with another woman because Junior's upset that now Richard is taking over his family. And then Joseph just comes and who is that fat bitch? I thought that was funny. I would gladly see this episode again, especially the other episodes. Just a reminder, watch the Playtime series. It is funny as hell. I love the Playtime series. It's always funny. It gets better and better every single time. This one could be the best one that I saw. But I don't know. I don't know. I hope we do get another Playtime series, but we're going to see the redesigns of them, so I don't know how that's going to work, but who knows. My number 3 on the list, Jeffy's Pet Shark. This was originally going to be my number 1 favorite SML episode, but then there was another, but then I switched it to number 2 because there was already another SML episode that I thought was more funny. Again, it was switched to number 3 because there was another one that was funny. So yeah, Jeffy's Pet Shark. I remember this episode. I remember when I first saw it, I laughed so hard. This is probably the best Jeffy episode I have seen. I don't know when was the last time I've seen a best Jeffy episode, but this one is definitely a really funny and good Jeffy episode. The shark was the one that made me laugh a lot. Puppet Shark was so funny. I even checked out one of his videos, Shark Puppet Meets Pennywise. That video grew to 10,000 views. I was like, oh my god, how? I remember when I edited the slow and the fast version, there was this line where there was this cut that I cut some of the things. I cut some of the lines where Jeffy says, "Alright, Mr. Sharky, I got you macaroni and cheese," and then the shark screams, and he says, okay, I'll get you something. I edited that. I was editing the video, and then I laughed so hard I would repeat it watching it. The entire week I would laugh on that episode, and then I started watching Puppet Shark. I forgot to mention this when I first recorded this video, is that my favorite scene was the ending. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Jeffy says goodbye to Puppet Shark because Brooklyn T Guy caught them, and Brooklyn T Guy told them that they gotta take where Puppet Shark lives, and they do that, and then Jeffy says goodbye, and then he just throws the shark off the boat, and then I'm gonna assume Jaws just comes and eats the shit out of this shark. It's like the episode just got better and better once the few minutes was going. It's just Puppet Shark made the video so hilarious. It makes me want to see his channel, and it makes me want to see that video all over again. Overall, the episode was really funny. It's great. I love it. Definitely watch it. If you're a fan of Shark Puppet, watch this episode. It is so funny. You will laugh your ass off it. And my number 2 on the list, Black Yoshi's Kids. Just like with Jeffy's Pet Shark, this was originally going to be my number 1 on the list, but then there was this episode that I just kept rewatching, and I thought was even more funny. We'll get to that episode after this one. Black Yoshi's Kids. Oh my god. I thought nothing can beat Jeffy's Pet Shark. Black Yoshi's Kids. What I love about it is that Black Yoshi gets a kid. Black Yoshi has a kid because she banged a woman, I don't know who, and Black Yoshi doesn't want the kid, and also what he does is that he just throws the kid in the window, he leaves it in the garbage, he just does everything until he discovers that the government can pay, well, I think it's the government, that they pay money for taking care of your kid, and then Black Yoshi steals a lot of kids. And the names, he even calls the names. There was one that's called the Batman. Move out of the way. And then there was Big Blah. Oh god. One of my Big Blah was my favorite character in the entire episode. I remember when I saw it, if you've seen my reaction video of Black Yoshi's Kids, you've seen that my face was so red. I was laughing so hard when I saw that baby. and he didn't even do any noise. Like, I started laughing, and he was just introduced, but he didn't say anything. And then he made a noise like, and then he was throwing a baby, and then he threw it off, and I laughed so hard. This is one of the alright, and that's all I get to say from that. Those were the funniest things of the episode. This episode almost made it on my number 1 on the list, but if it wasn't for the number 1 episode of the list, well, this episode could have still been number 1. But definitely worth watching. Before we get to number 1, first I have a couple of honorable mentions. Jeffy's imaginary friend, Bowser Jr.'s girlfriend, Bowser Jr.'s mom, Black Yoshi's Kool-Aid problem, Heartbroken, Jeffy's nanny, Jeffy's foster home, Bowser Jr.'s new room, Bowser Jr.'s crazy sleepover, Precious the Rapper, Black Yoshi's chicken sandwich, Taken Away, Officer Jeffy, Jeffy's puberty, Alien Jeffy, Jeffy's virtual reality, The Maid, Jeffy's Halloween, Bowser Jr.'s big vacation, Jeffy goes to the arcade, Jeffy's birthday trip, the South Pole Santa, and especially Bowser Jr.'s 11th birthday. Now, let me talk about a little bit of this one, because the rest of them were, well, they were still funny, but not really like the one that I really liked. Now, this is one of the ones that I really like, I really enjoyed more. I really wish this could have been my top 10, but this one was really interesting, because we get to see life without Jr., and it's really interesting what they do. Bowser dies for watching a lot of TV. Chef Pee-Pee has a new restaurant. Cody is now straight, which I really love. And Joseph is dead. And Brooklyn T. Guy is homeless. God, that is dark. Overall, this episode did not make it on the top 10, but it is still a great episode because the story was really interesting. I thought the characters were really interesting. Well, I would love to see more episodes with concept like this. I would really love to know, like, some of the characters, like, what would happen if those characters did not exist, just like how they did with Junior, and how they would see his friends, his dad, Chef Pee-Pee, and Brooklyn T. Guy, or how would they be if Junior never existed, and it's actually cool to see it. I would love to see more concept like that, but, this could actually be my top 11 best SML episodes of the year. Alright, so now, let's get to the number 1 on the list. So my number 1 favorite SML episode of the year is The Lamp. Oh my god, this episode! Every single time when I see it, I laugh so hard. This episode made it on my number 1 on the list. I can't believe this episode managed to beat Black Yoshi's Kids and Jeffy's Pet Shark. I thought those two videos were more funny, but when I first saw this video, I mean, it was still funny, but I didn't think it was going to be my favorite SML episode of the year, but I rewatched it a couple of times, and I just started laughing a lot. I really love it. The things I love is the gay wish. That's why I titled that video The Gay Wish. They found a lamp, and Brooklyn T. Guy is the genie. He's blue, I guess that's referencing Aladdin. You did both of them, the original one and the remake. They make their wishes. Joseph is crazy, stupid, rich. Cody wants the whole world to be gay, and Junior made a stupid wish where he wished everything is all Cookie Crisp. The thing I love about this episode is how everyone is gay, how they all interact when they're gay. Especially when Chef Pee-Pee said, what is your sexy butt doing? And the jokes were really funny. Even Chef Pee-Pee said, now bend over, because he wants Junior to bang him. But no, Cody finally won his wish, and now God, it was a nightmare. Because he kissed Junior, and oh my god, that was a nightmare. God, all this gay wish just made everyone so hilarious. Especially Brooklyn T. Guy. My favorite scene in the entire episode is where Junior orders a pizza, but he wanted to see if pizza is not Cookie Crisp, but of course it's gonna be. I mean, he wished the whole world Cookie Crisp, for every single food to be Cookie Crisp. and then Junior opens the door and he says hello, and then Brooklyn T. Guy says, oh, I hope you don't have money, or we can find another way. But Junior doesn't have money, and Brooklyn T. Guy was like, oh. But then Junior's like, oh, we can still do it, alright. Brooklyn T. Guy was like, oh, right, yeah, alright, I'll come back over after my shift, I'll talk to you later. And then it was like, rah, 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 rah. I remember when I I remember when I first saw that scene, I was laughing so hard. Well, not too much hard, but I was covering so I don't have to laugh so hard, but my face turned red. I rewatched that episode and it still made me laugh. That is my favorite scene of the entire episode. That is wrong, because Junior is a kid and Brooklyn T.I. is an adult. Overall, guys, this is my #1 favorite and best SML episode of the year. Those were my top 10 favorite SML episodes of 2019. I really enjoyed making this video, guys. I really enjoyed talking about some of my favorite SML episodes. Now, let me know in the comment section down below, what is your top 10 favorite SML episodes of 2019? I would really love to know that. Just so keep in mind, I did not see every single SML episodes yet, because of Copa and all that stuff. But, you know, I wanted to make this video because I really enjoy it, and I really wanted to do it. And, yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know what to expect for 2020, but I am going to do another one. I am going to do another top 10 favorite SML episodes of 2020 once the year ends of 2020, but, you know, I can't wait to do that one. That's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to click the like button, click that subscribe button, click the notification about stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Share this video on social media and all that stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, so peace out.
Cody is my name. I should have more fame. I'm screaming fuck Nintendo cause I'm not in any game. Cody is a hunk. Nintendo is a punk. I just bought with cream to put on Ken's junk.